So I'm the proud parent of an autistic daughter, 16 years old, who may or may not be college bound. And as my daughter turned to a teenager, I realized that there are so few opportunities for high functioning autistic kids out there, and that the statistics of autistic individuals who are underemployed or unemployed is just abominable. And looking at my daughter and the other autistic children, I realized that a new vehicle had to be created to give them a pathway to adulthood and adult independence.
So the question I get a lot with that is why the maker movement, and why specifically with this population, with individuals that have autism. And the answer I find is that the maker movement offers a different different experience and a different environment than traditional school environments. For young people who maybe haven't had the greatest experience in a traditional classroom, this this different approach of being really student-centered, of being focusing on someone's strengths rather than their weaknesses, focusing on their creativity rather than their ability to stay between the lines. After they live in the makerspace for a bit and they get to do those first couple of projects, then the work begins. They come across a problem they don't know how to solve, and they have to ask for help. They come across a problem that they do know how to solve that somebody else is having, and they want to help, and they try to reach out and have that connection. And I found I find moments of beauty in the makerspace that I don't find in my other classrooms that I get to teach in. There's a lot of beauty in teaching, but what happens in the makerspace is special and unique. And when I get to bring that to a group of young people that have never experienced it before, it's an absolute thrill, and it's something that I'll do for as long as people will let me to do it.
So much now in the last 5 years has been happening in the community to show what these kids are capable of. We're taking it to the next level with what we're doing now.
One of the great things about making, one of the great benefits about making, especially for young people who are moving from late high school and trying to move out into the workplace or into college, to independent living, is a set of transferable skills that aren't so much can you do something, such as can you do computer programming, do you know a language, or do you know how to weld, or do you know how to swing a hammer if you were trying to be a carpenter, but a set of social skills and a set of executive functioning skills which aren't practiced in the classroom as much as we would like. And we know that young people who are on the spectrum need these skills explicitly taught, and they need explicit practice, and that's what the makerspace provides. They engage in a relationship with the teacher, with the classroom around them, and they learn the social give and take. They learn to have a certain role in the room and to follow that role, and they know how to grow into new roles when they need to. And on the planning stage, when you have a project that you're just so passionate and you have an idea that you just want to get out, and you learn to ask for help, you learn to write it down, you learn to communicate with other people, because you need them to be part of your project and to give you more advice and to give you their knowledge so you could take it to new heights. They're able to practice the planning skills that they can take into the workplace. I like to say that it's your technical skills, whether you could do a type of computer language, or whether you know how to weld. That's what gets your foot in the door. But it's your social skills that keep the door open once you get into the workplace.